Yes. Hello, I just got done with the dentist. Fun. Oh, so much fun. And I had joked last time with somebody that I should have made a video while I was really super numb and everything. And like, oh yeah, you should totally do it. So, here we go. So I am really numb, in case you can't tell, because I can see that the whole side of my lip won't even lift up. And I constantly feel like I'm drooling. And I know I sound very funny. So, I have to be careful not to bite my tongue or the side of my mouth. And so, I used to want to be a dentist. I still find it interesting. I was going to say fascinating. I don't know if fascinating is the word or not. But growing up, I always went to the University of Iowa for all my dental work. And I just thought they were the bomb. They were awesome. And I've always been cavity prone. So I can remember since I was younger and little having cavities filled. And then when I got older, I had braces and retainers and stuff like that. And for that, I was still at the University of Iowa, but I went next door to a special building where they did special, experimental different types of treatment to fix. All I basically had was an overbite. I mean, in general, my teeth weren't like super crooked, or I didn't have any buck teeth or anything like that. And but they tried different types of retainers on me and stuff. And I know part of the reason why that I went over there was because basically after insurance, everything was free. My parents didn't pay a penny for any of my orthodontics and stuff. And I remember there was a orthodontist there. She was a student from Greenland, right? Yeah, Greenland. What was her name? Doctor? Oh, I can't remember her name. I'd have to sit and think, and I would remember her name. But it's like on the tip of my tongue, my numb tongue. But anyways, I used to say that I was going to be a dentist because the thought of going to the University of Iowa and going through their dental school was just fascinating to me. So I thought that'd be cool. Never mind that I never really got good grades in school. I don't know how I was even going to get into the University of Iowa. I didn't think about that part. I probably didn't even know any better about getting good grades to get into a prestigious college and whatnot. So I've always been pretty fascinated with dental work. And I was just thinking there when I was in there, it's like I wish he had like a big mirror up top, because I would love to watch whatever he was doing in my mouth. And I mean, I kind of would look into the reflection of his eye guard thingy, whatever, but I feel weird. I don't know if it's because he's a man, or I don't know, maybe I felt this way even when it was a woman. I don't like looking into their eyes. When you're looking up into their eyeglasses or whatever, I feel like I'm looking into their eyes, and that's not really what I'm doing. I'm just trying to watch what he's doing. And since it does happen to be a man, I'm like, I don't want to feel like I'm looking into his eye. That's kind of weird. So I was just kind of hoping I could see what he was doing and stuff, because it interests me. And I don't know why I like dentists so much, because I tend to get a lot of cavities, which, for the record, I was told that my dental hygiene is very good. Okay? Somebody else likes to ask me that I don't brush my teeth enough, and I don't take good care of my teeth, but the dental hygienist has told me I take very, very good care of my teeth. I just happen to be cavity prone. Some people just don't have good teeth. It's like a gene. Some people have good genes, some people have bad genes. I have the not so great genes. So it's, yeah, I got my son back there. You probably can't see him. So, and for some reason, I remember this being a problem when I was younger, but it started, oh man, After I had my first one, though, because I remember being at a particular dentist, and I don't always numb up very well. I didn't have this problem today. He only had to give me one shot in each area, so I had it numb down here because I had work done down here. I had a shot right like up in here, which my nose is like super numb. I keep feeling like you know, that feeling you have a booger. I just picked my nose. I keep feeling up to itch my nose, but I'm like, I can't feel it. I had one shot here, and then I had one shot way in the back over here too, but only one shot each, which is very fortunate because the last few times when he worked on this side, I think it has to do with how deep he needs to go or what tooth he's like certain. I honestly I have no idea, but for some reason sometimes he has to give me more than one shot. And the last 2 times I came, when I had worked on this side, I had to have 3 shots before I was numb enough for him to work. Like, he'd give me a shot and he'd start to work and I could feel it. So he'd give me another shot and then I would still feel it. So always by the 3rd shot, I was numb enough and I couldn't feel anything. And then by then I was like super, super numb. I mean, my whole ear was numb and my whole, it was so super numb. And I'd be numb for like 8 to 10 hours because he had to give me so much Novocaine. Or, they don't give me Novocaine, they give me something else. I don't know, whatever they give me. I would be so numb that I would just be numb for hours. And I don't really know the rhyme and reason. So today I got lucky in that I only had to have 1 shot in each area and not 3 in each area. So it was the end of the year. For insurance purposes, we were trying to hurry up and use up all my benefit for this year. So we're getting all this work done, and hopefully now I can have a good streak of not getting a lot of cavities. So I tend to get like a random one here, a random one there, and then boom, all of a sudden I will have like, I don't want to say how many because that's really embarrassing, but double-digit numbers. Okay, I'll go in one time and it's like boom, I'll have a double-digit number of cavities I need filled. I'm like, oh man. And our dental insurance isn't really that great and whatnot, but I like this practice. And we just moved here at the beginning of this year after a couple different dentists. We went to one dentist for 10 years. I won't say her name. Don't believe in particularly bad-mouthing the name, but if you were to ask me specifically, I would say never ever in your life go to that practice because she's mean. She's very mean. She made me cry. When I had to get more than 1 shot, she would get mad at me and she'd shove that needle up in my mouth. Not very nice. And quite honestly, her work is really crappy, which is also part of the problem. A lot of these cavities that I'm having to get done are old fillings that have to be redone because they weren't really good and that great to begin with. So we went to her for a long time, and mostly because she was the cheapest, and I begged and begged for years to leave her, and we didn't because she was the cheapest. And finally, after a particular incident with one of our children and their cavity falling out, a very expensive cavity falling out, or filling from a very bad cavity falling out, after not even a year, we're like, you know what, we're out of here. So we went to someone else, a dentist that I adore. I love him. Dr. Nichols in Knoxville. If you are in this area and you ever look for a dentist, that man is the bomb. He is the best. So we went back to him because we had gone to him previously, but because insurance, we switched to this other person. But so I went to him. We got my child's tooth fixed that was really, really bad and crappily done. And I had a tooth that was starting to really, really bother me, like wake up in the middle of the night with shooting pain type of bothering me. And we were starting to look at Angel to get her orthodontics, so we took her there. And on the very day that I went in to get my crown on, is the day that we found out, okay, we had assumed all along that insurance wasn't going to cover him as much. Okay, we get that. If you don't go to a preferred person, you don't get as much benefit. But we were fine to the point that we just didn't care. Okay, so we assumed we were getting some benefit, but maybe not as much, but that's okay. And then the day that I went to get my crown, we found out that he was not covered at all. Like, zero coverage. And this was after several $1,000s of work being done. And we're like, oh man. So I adore that man. I adore him as a dentist. He's great. He's wonderful. He's wonderful with the children. He's wonderful and very understanding when I have to have more than one shot, and very gentle. We can't go to him because insurance doesn't cover him, and that just kind of broke my heart. So now we are at this other place. We're on our third dentist in 2 years, and we're sticking with this place. I'm not moving around anymore. So hopefully I don't have to come back as much. I'm trusting that his care is very, very good. There's actually 2 dentists, but one of them is going to be retiring, so the other one's up and coming, and I'm going to be taking over the practice. So there, I don't know. I'm just rambling on about my dental care because I know you all care about it. And it's the first time I get to try out my video on my camera, so that's kind of cool. Hopefully it turns out good, and it'll be easy to upload to YouTube, and it'll be the last thing that I get to post about for the year on my blog/vlog. And I don't know. I do, interesting fact, because I know you all deeply care, I still, can you see it? I don't know if you can see it or not. I still have my retainer on from when I was in high school. So here's the deal on that. I have a bottom retainer. It's a permanent one. It did fall off once when I was still in high school. I want to say that's, so probably 90, got my braces in 90, got them off in 91. So probably like 92, maybe early 93, my retainer fell off. And then I put it back on. And then when I went to go get married, I said, I want it taken off. Okay, and for those who don't know, I was only 18. Barely over 18 when I got married. So I went in, I'm like, can you take off the retainer? I'm going to be a married woman. I don't think I need this childish thing called a retainer. Because I was so mature and grown up by then, you know. And the dentist told me, he's like, really, your teeth can shift well into your 20s. So I'll take it off if you want me to, but I'm recommending that you just leave it on. Just leave it on for as long as you can, and if it falls off, fine, then, we can finish to get it removed, but I really recommend it, because otherwise your 2 bottom teeth are likely to move and crisscross over, and then it may bother you. You may have to get orthodontics in the future. So I said, okay, whatever. And actually at the time, I still used to wear my top retainer. I wore that for many, many years. Every night, I had to pop a thing in because I wanted to keep my teeth straight. And they are so very straight. I think they did really good. University of Iowa. And it's still there. I keep waiting for it to break off. So it's been almost 20 years since the last time I had this retainer put on. I hope I'm not jinxing myself, because now I just don't even care that it's there or not. I forget. But people will notice. Or kids will notice. What's that thing in your mouth? Oh, it's the retainer. It's still there. It just has never fallen out in less than 20 years. That's how awesome University of Iowa is. Never mind that I'm a super awesome Hawkeye fan. I just love their dental school as well. So okay, I'll stop rambling about my dentist woes and go home and get this uploaded, and got things to do today. And I hope you guys all have a great day. I do plan on racing tomorrow, just a 5K. It's going to be nice, in the 50s, which is insane for New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve. And I don't know if I'll get that posted about tomorrow, though, because I'll probably come home, and we got a couple of New Year's Eve parties to go to, and so I might not get it done till New Year's Day, or sometime thereafter. So if I don't see you, if I don't talk to you, if I don't vlog to you before then I will wish you a very happy New Year. Smile, every smile, like this. I feel like the Chester-style cat in Alice in Wonderland. He's got this really cheesy smile on it. That's what I took pictures in there, and I think that's what I feel like, is that cat who's got this cheesy smile. Look. Okay. Everybody have a good day, and have a happy New Year. Bye.